Hey everybody, welcome to day one of how to create video and grow your business with Facebook. And that title, I probably totally got backwards, but you get the drift. You're here because you know that video is the new must-have on Facebook. It's not really new, but the algorithm change this week is coming, if not already here. And if you're not creating video, then you're about to be left behind. So this week is going to be all about how we're going to make it simple and hopefully take away the fear. And there's strength in numbers, so make sure that you have joined our Facebook group. So it's for members only who are taking my courses. It's the Social Vert Studio. You would have received a link to it in your welcome email. Go in there. It's a safe place. Post what you want. Ask me questions. I'll be in there live. I usually post a lot of other stuff in there. It's a great place to hang out and grow your business. So let's get started. Okay, welcome to day one. And today, day one, we aren't creating any video, but we are talking about your ideal customer. In other words, who the heck are you talking to? So do you really know who it is that you're trying to talk to? Before you begin to even think about creating video, I'm going to need you to answer these questions about your ideal client. Okay? So grab a pen and paper and write down the answers. Are they male or female? Or I guess they could be both. Hopefully we can narrow it down to one or the other. Give me a 20-year age span. So try not to go outside of 20 years. This exercise might feel stressful for you or counterintuitive to, I want to sell everything to everyone. Just bear with me and give this a try. So give me a 20-year age span, if you can. Is your ideal client employed? And if they're employed, are they full-time employed or part-time employed? Are they married or single? I guess we could expand to common law, partners, divorced, separated, you name it. You let me know what their status is there. If they have a dual income or a single income. This one is actually one of the biggest, most important questions to answer is what is their biggest fear? What is it that keeps them up at night? What is it that they think about all the time? What is it that they're afraid of? And conversely, what's their wildest dream? So when they're dreaming, what are they envisioning? What are they thinking about? What excites them? Do they have children or do they have no children? Or do they want children? What extracurricular activities do they engage in? So are they sporty? Do they practice yoga? Do they like to meditate? Do they read? Are they movie buffs? Do they like TV? Or are they environmentally conscious? Yeah, let's see, I like to shop. I don't know, I can think of anything, but outline kind of stuff that they do when they're not at work or not at home, or if they're at home. Okay, so you've done that, and then what are you going to do with all of this information? So this information creates what's called an ideal customer avatar, an ideal client avatar, or basically your ideal client. What we're trying to go for is one single perfect client. It's much harder than what you think. But once we get there and you've answered as many questions as you can and created this incredible, amazing profile, this is what we're going to do with that information you got. So when you're creating a video, you're going to use a language that resonates with that person. So you would speak differently if your videos or your product really lended itself to an ideal client who is a teenager. Same goes for a senior, and same goes for somewhere in the middle, right? Millennials have a bit of a different language than, say, baby boomers. When you're on video, you're going to dress appropriately. And I don't mean you're going to be wearing professional outfits. I mean, you're going to be wearing clothes that your ideal client can relate to. So when he or she sees you on screen, they're immediately feeling relatable, right? People buy things or order things or however they do business with other people that they know, like, and trust. And the quickest way to create that know, like, and trust factor is through video. And the best way through video is to be using language and look a certain way that resonates with your client. It's different colors and backgrounds. I would think that a lot of people would use different colors, different styles for males and females. Different colors, different styles for senior citizens versus teenagers. So there's that. And then you're going to also create a style and a feel that relates back to your client. But the biggest thing that you're going to uncover when you create your ideal customer avatar or your ideal client is, what problem are you solving for them? And you're not looking for like solving gigantic world problems, but people in business are always solving problems for their clients. So think about it. If you are a photographer, a baby photographer, what problem are you solving for them? You're creating incredibly high quality photos that will last a lifetime, creating memories. And those are huge things for parents. But at the same time, parents are strapped for time. They don't know how to position babies. Or if you're doing toddlers, they're running, they're crying, they're screaming. Professional photographers can capture incredible moments in a much shorter period of time with way less stress. Think about someone who creates online courses for, I don't know, let's see, people, or they have membership sites for people who are going through a divorce. So you're creating the problem as they feel lonely, isolated. Their biggest fear is they'll never find someone who loves them. And you're creating a community that constantly reminds them that they are worthy and that they are amazing and that there are tons of people out there who are interested in them. So those are things that you need to think about. And keep in mind that the younger the viewer, the shorter the video. However, we're going to talk about snack size video tomorrow. But the younger the viewer, the less time they have to give you their attention, right? So their attention spans are super short. Okay, so before we create any video, marketing content, anything, you need to get real clear. So now you're clear on your ideal client. Are you clear on what it is that you are offering them? So you can't sell anything if you're not sure what it is you're selling. I can't tell you how many clients I have that I start with that are, well, I think I'm going to do this, but I'm also going to offer this, and then I'm also going to offer this, and then on Saturdays, I'm going to do this, and I like hold the phone. So you need to get clear on what you do. And if you do one thing and you do it really well, that is the thing you're selling. Other stuff may come and go, but you need to focus and get clear on what it is. You also need to narrow it down. You can't be all things to all people, right? So think about things that you're really good at work, that you're very passionate about, or that people are always asking you this question. So yeah, if you're really good at fixing cars, or even particular, you're really great at actually cleaning headlights, you've got this really cool system, and people are always asking you to do their headlights or show you your headlight system. Heck, you are now a headlight person. You're not an entire car cleaning, car fixing person. You're going to be known for the specialty, right? So clients get confused easily, and then they're going to move on. Think about it, if you land on a website and there's a lot going on and you're not entirely sure, and they're like, under services we offer like this, really chances are pretty good that you're going to move on if they're not placing themselves in a premium spot as the preeminent producer of whatever, right? This is the one thing you know, and you know it so well that you the client would not want to go anywhere else. So make it clear for them, make it easy for them to figure out what exactly it is you do. Choose a focus that speaks to your audience or solves a problem for them. So if you've gone back and you've figured out who your ideal client is and you know what their problems are and what you've got that will solve that for them, that's what you're going to do. You're not going to do all the other stuff. Choose something, get really clear on what it is you do that solves your client's problems. But don't be afraid. Many business owners are super afraid to get very narrow in what it is they offer. But I would implore you to give it a try. And what you'll find is that you become known as the person who knows this, right? You're the person who knows everything and anything there is to writing grants for nonprofit organizations, or the easiest way to tie shoes for 5-year-olds. I don't know. But then it's so much easier to sell yourself, to market yourself as the expert in XYZ. So don't be afraid. The more clarity you have, the easier it's going to be to sell. The easier it is for you to know exactly what it is you're going to say, exactly who it is you're talking to, the colors, there's no questions, right? There's no variables. It is this one thing, right? It makes it so much easier. You simply cannot sell your product to everyone. Your product might be interesting to everybody, but everybody has a market, and you need to be brave and get clear on that market. So now, everything you do, everything you create in your marketing world is created for this one clear person. Don't think of any of your marketing efforts in terms of your broad audience. Think of it only for that one ideal person, and you'll always have relevant, converting content. That includes your video. That especially includes your video because it's a little bit harder, right? Using graphic design, using language, using text, it's easy, but in video, you have to be clear because, man, you can get sidetracked when you're out there on your own recording video. So your video formula for success is your passion for what it is you do, plus your ideal client's problem and the solution that you have for it equals your success. And I'm excited to get that going for you. So your video content should include share-worthy content. If your client doesn't think this is so good, it needs to be shared, don't record it. It doesn't have to be exciting and flashy and colorful, but if you've once again honed in on the problem you're solving for your client, chances are good that that client knows somebody else with the same problem, and you want them to share out your content for you. So make it good, make it relevant. Obviously, it needs to solve a problem for your client. And it needs to have an easily identifiable takeaway that changes some aspect of their life or some aspect of their business. So what are you giving them that is going to make a difference in their life? And it can be as deep as you want or as surface as you want. So maybe you have a home decor store, and you know what? The problem I'm solving for my client is I'm offering them the perfect piece of decor for their house that they just couldn't find, and it gives them joy, and it changes their life. I mean, I have a few pieces that I've picked up that haven't cost me a lot of money, but when I put them on my desk and I look at them, I get joy, and that changes things for me. So it can be as simple as that, or it can be as big thinking as you want it to be. Okay, so it's time to look back at what we've talked about. These are quick little snippets of a video for you. That's what the whole lesson, the whole challenge is about, is that it doesn't have to be labor intensive. It doesn't have to take you a ton of time. It just has to be directed at your ideal client. So once again, know who that ideal client is and narrow it down to just one ideal person. Create all of your social content and direct it at this one person. Find a clarity or a focus for your offering, your product, or your service. Don't be afraid to narrow it down to one single ideal client and your product offering to something that's very clear. Okay? So then your homework for today is to create your ideal client profile. And I want you to post it in our group, the Social Vert Studio, which I hope you've joined, along with what it is that you're offering. Let us know, let me know, and I would love to see what you guys are up to and who it is you're selling to. So see, there was not a single video in sight in the first lesson in the video challenge, but get ready. Days 2 through 5 are all video all the time, and I'm really excited to see what you come up with. So don't be afraid. Let's dive in, and I'll see you in the group.